Did you know Medi-Cal isn't just one program? There are different types of coverage, and choosing the right one can save you time, money, and stress, especially for nursing home long-term care. In this third video of our Medi-Cal series, we're breaking down the different types of Medi-Cal programs in California, who qualifies, and how they work, including coverage for long-term care, home services, and standardized health benefits. Medi-Cal isn't one size fits all. There are several programs depending on your age, income, health needs, and family situations. Not all types of Medi-Cal are going to be listed here, but the main categories include full scope Medi-Cal. That covers standard healthcare services like doctor visits, prescriptions, and healthcare. Most adults and children with low income qualify. That would include foster children or individuals in different situations. Long-term care Medi-Cal. That covers people staying in a nursing home for more than 100 days, meaning that they're staying there for a long period of time, and only for people who are financially qualified. And not all care homes that accept Medi-Cal have open beds. This does not include care in an assisted living home, an independent senior home, a residential care home, or home care. It only is care in a nursing home, which is a hospital-like environment for individual care. Home and community-based services. They provide in-home care for those who need support but want to stay in their own home. Sometimes that's called in-home support services. Aged, blind, and disabled Medi-Cal. For adults with low income who also meet very specific health or disability criteria. And finally, restricted scope Medi-Cal provides emergency or pregnancy-related care for undocumented adults or limited income adults or even some children. Example, Sarah, age 32, qualified for full scope Medi-Cal so she can see her doctor regularly. Another example, James, age 78, who needs nursing home care and would apply for long-term Medi-Cal instead of paying privately. Eligibility differs by program. In full scope Medi-Cal, the person must meet income limits, which are about 138% at the federal poverty level for adults between the ages of 19 and 64.
Assets, meaning things that people owned other than income, were not counted in 2025.
Long-term care Medi-Cal, someone has to meet certain financial criteria.
In 2025, there was no financial criteria by which someone would qualify. But now in 2026, strict rules came into play.
Only people who need care in a skilled nursing facility for longer than 100 days are eligible, and not all facilities accept Medi-Cal benefits. Home and community-based program, that's HCBS programs, usually require functional needs, like assistance with bathing, dressing, or meal preparation. Remember that in home care programs, that only a limited amount of assistance is provided. It's not a huge amount of care. It is not enough to keep someone in their home if they need a great deal of care, but at least it's something. ABD, that's age, blind, disabled, Medi-Cal, for adults who are 18 to 64 who are aged, blind, or disabled, who must meet both income and asset restrictions. There are income limits as well. If you make less than a certain amount, you do not have a copay or a share of cost. If you make more than a certain amount, then you have a copay or a share of cost. And then restricted scope Medi-Cal, limited eligibility for emergency care, prenatal care, and short-term health services for undocumented adults and children. Example, Linda, age 70, needs help with daily tasks but wants to stay at home. She might qualify for a home community-based services program, while her friend Frank, the same age, who needs full nursing care, might want to qualify under long-term care Medi-Cal. The different programs also provide different coverage. Full scope Medi-Cal covers standard healthcare, doctors, hospitals, prescriptions, lab tests. Long-term care Medi-Cal only covers care in approved nursing homes, but also will provide medical care for the individuals who live there. Home and community-based services focuses on services like
in-home caregivers, meals, adult day programming, and medical equipment.
And aged, blind, and disabled programs offer additional support for disabilities and chronic conditions in addition to basic healthcare services. And restricted scope Medi-Cal is limited and doesn't cover all routine care, but does cover emergencies. For example, if your parent is in a nursing home, full scope Medi-Cal won't cover these costs, but long-term care Medi-Cal will. If your sibling is homebound and can't operate on their own, and they need help with the groceries, bathing, and getting dressed, then a home-based program might allow them to stay in their home a little bit longer or safely. Choosing the right program depends on your income and assets, your age and health condition, and whether you need institutional care, like in a nursing home, or whether you want to stay at home, and finally, your immigration or citizenship status. Example, Maria, age 65, lives independently, is low income, needs routine doctor's visits. She would go for aged, blind, or disabled Medi-Cal because she is age 65. Robert, age 80, in a nursing home with assets to plan for, he would go for long-term care Medi-Cal and possibly consult a Medi-Cal specialist estate planning attorney for asset protection. So here's your quick recap. Medi-Cal has different programs for different needs: full scope, long-term care, home and community-based systems, aged, blind, and disabled, and restricted scope. Each program has different eligibility rules based on income, assets, health, functional needs. Coverage differs. Long-term care is separate from standard health coverage. Choosing the right program can save money and ensure proper care for you or your loved ones. In our next video, we're going to cover Medi-Cal qualifications and timing, what to do if you're not eligible today, and how you might qualify in the future. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. Share this with someone who you think can use this information and follow along so we can help you develop the keys to your legacy.